Hi there, this is Scott and Bridget, and we decided to share some thoughts with you in dealing with ourselves and with other people about finances.
Yeah, we married later in life because we'd been married before, and both of us had the same ethics about saving. And Scott was saying earlier...
There are two things that we learned and that our parents taught us that I think have really helped and saved us a lot. And one is that you don't live beyond your means. And so therefore, if you can't afford to pay for it now, don't borrow for it. And the second thing that was important was to save. Because if you save, then you will do well in finances. And also, that savings will help teach you to not live beyond your means. So beyond your means not just paying your bills and for necessities, but also paying enough to yourself. As in the book Rich Man, Poor Man, pay yourself for your future so that your savings is for your future. It can either be emergencies and or investment in later years when you get older and you are no longer working.
And what we're finding and hearing from others is that they are in so much debt and they use their credit card a lot and they buy things that they don't need and they want, and there's a difference between need and want. And if you're buying a Starbucks $8 coffee or
every day,
or even a couple days a week, it adds up. And people just put it on their credit card, and then they end up at the end of the month owing all this money. And I was taught, if you don't have the money now, don't buy it.
Right.
And that's what living within your means is, like Scott was saying.
And addiction is another issue, because there are a lot of things that we can be addicted to that we spend money on that we should not afford. Any addiction like alcohol or drug use is very expensive to maintain. But also fast food, and even if you're addicted to ice cream, that can actually cost quite a bit in the long run.
And movies, it's so many things.
As long as you can afford them, certain things are okay. I would never advise an addiction to anyone, because addiction will always win out as the priority, and you will end up sacrificing more important things actually in order to support it. So there's no success in addiction of anything.
So if you find yourself in a financial bind, it's important to write everything down. How much do you really make? How much are you taking in? It's a simple thing to do, and then write down what your bills are, what your house payment or rent is, what your gas is, what your electricity is.
All your expenses.
Even your yearly auto insurance. Figure it out monthly.
Even your alcohol intake.
If you drink.
All of that.
Yeah, everything. But then you need to write it all down, and then you need to make a check mark for the ones that are needs, that like your house payment. Alcohol would not be a need.
Yeah, you have to determine, what can I afford? What do I actually need?
Exactly.
And remember, a need and a want are two different things. And it's the needs that you need to really focus on. Because there are a lot of things that we want that we don't need.
And you might find that if you do this and write it down, you're either going to find that why you're spending so much money and why you are over your head and running up credit card debt. Because I'll tell you, credit card debt, if you can't pay for it now, you're not going to be able to pay for it next month or in 2 months or 3 months. It will haunt you.
Well, and the credit card companies don't want you to pay it, because they would rather have you pay the interest on it rather than pay the bill off.
Exactly.
So, because they're making a lot of money on credit cards. And they are actually wasting a lot of the money you could be using on things that you need.
So we're just praying for everyone. We just wanted to share some thoughts. Really look, especially with the holiday season coming up, you don't have to buy gifts for people. Just love them. Be there for them. Pray for them. Send them a note. Send them a text. Tell them that you care for them and thinking about them.
Yeah, your time with them is actually more valuable than your money.
And, you know, we're Christians and serving the Lord is the most important thing. And if, you know, He wouldn't want you to be in debt either.
Determine what can I afford.
Yeah.
It's a critical question.
And if you want to ever own property, it's really hard in some areas, but you have to be disciplined and learn to not spend more than you owe or than you make. Not spend more than you make.
Anyway, just some thoughts of ours, concerns.